Okay, so it's been about 3 months since the last time I've changed them. I should have done it every couple months or so. But I do notice upstairs, if you flush a toilet bowl in one bathroom and try to run the sink in the kitchen, the water pressure is extremely low. So I think it's about time. You can actually notice that a lot of the sediment has been collecting between the first two filters. I believe this is 50 microns, 20, and this is down to 5. This one has the carbonated filter on there. You don't really see much of the grime, but it's mainly in these two. First things first is you want to turn this one on. I forgot to buy a hose, but it's no problem. I can actually collect the water through a waste basket. And once you turn it on, it'll spiral down and hopefully clear the filter. And if not, I can always remove the canister and kind of brush off that filter there. But I guess we'll give it a try and see what happens. Still a little bit of sediment there. I might actually just take this off and redo it again. I do have the ring for it. So let's shut off the water first. So this would be here. I know the water pressure is off, as well as the water from upstairs coming down. I shut it off from that valve over down there. Okay, so this is going to be counterclockwise. Okay, so I didn't really get much video of me cleaning this thing, but it's much cleaner now. I just actually use a little paintbrush and some fresh water. The thing that you want to do now is make sure that the O-ring, it looks like it's still intact, okay? And with the same, and it's pretty tight all around. And this is actually the first time I'm removing it, but as I continue changing the canisters, I would eventually have to change out this O-ring here, okay? You shouldn't really have to do it too much because, again, it's a spin down, but because it was crudted up, I didn't want to cause any blockage in the next set of filters. So I actually cleaned up this paintbrush, and I have this silicone grease. You don't want to use anything else because eventually what's going to happen is it'll actually expand the O-ring. But you just want to have enough because I'm going to be using the same grease for those O-rings there, and you just kind of want to just dab it all around, okay? Once I have that there, then I can actually seat this back up. Now, as for the canister, I'm just going to actually just wipe this clean. Try not to forget to close that. I didn't do it last time. But the same, you used to, again, want to look at the O-ring. Again, this is the first time I'm changing it, and it looks like it's seated pretty tight. It's not wobbly or anything. This grease is actually, it's used for food water, so it should be fine. And then you just slowly slide it back up, and it's the same as before, but now just the reverse. You just want to tighten it back up again. There you go. You don't want to go too tight because you don't want to break the thing. For it. The next thing is this canister and the following. I'm just going to show what I'm going to do here. This one will be the same thing as this one, okay? So it'll be more towards this direction, so now the water flow is stopped on both sides. Again, release the pressure. There's nothing there. I'm using the basket again down here, so as to collect anything that does fall down. Now with the same wrench, let's see. I think it's this one. You can see all that stuff there. See that? I'm just gonna dump this all down. Okay, I already rinsed it all out, so it's pretty much clean. I used again, filtered water. I'm going to be replacing it with the sediment. It's a pleated 20 micron filter. But before I do that, again, you want to look at the O-ring, as I mentioned before. It looks like it's seated in there pretty good. I didn't take it out or anything. And do want to wipe it dry so I can put the grease on there. So I'm just gonna actually just blot it. I'm not gonna go back and forth on it or anything. After you do that, with the same paintbrush, get a little bit of that same grease, and then you just kind of want to go all around the edges. Okay. And what you do is you place it inside, and then obviously with the filter that's connected to, you want to make sure it's seated there as well. Okay. Okay, so I have it all here, and there's you can see like there's a little white pipe going down there. Just want to seat it through, and then slowly turn his back just a little tighter. There you go. It doesn't take much. Okay. Again, I'll be doing it on the other side as well. So I'll just still keep that off for now. I can hang this and work my way down. Okay. So basically that's about it. Just changing 3 filters. About another 3 months from now, I'm going to be swapping out the phosphate binder, which is at the end of that 3-stage system. So I really just wanted to see what the low pressure was. We still got clean water upstairs, but the pressure definitely was much lower than initially when it was first installed. So with a system like that, I will be checking again tomorrow, making sure there's no leaks. I shouldn't have any, but you just have to be very cautious with something like that, especially for water damage. Okay, so hope it helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.